live on YouTube yet, or
Yes, go.
all right, let's roll.
Hello and welcome to the crossover, where nothing is out of bounds and everything is fair game. We got a lot to do today, but first, let's check in with the Tunnel Crew. Please give a warm welcome to Stacks, Aggie P, Rooftop, TP, and Big T.
What's happening, everybody? And once again, it's time for At Home with the crossover. I'm your man, Big T, alongside my tag team partners. As usual, the queen, the first lady, the doctor, mama is in the house. TP, what's happening?
Everything. Blessings to everyone. Blessings.
There you go. And then we got the man that brings the ag swag to the show each and every week. As usual, he's back. We talking about Aggie P. What's going on?
All right. Hey, man. Grimsley Worley is what's going on, brother.
Got it.
Hey, that's what we going to talk about tonight. I'm ready. Let's get to it, Big T.
Ready. And then we got our man, Orange Man, the big Syracuse Orange, New York Knicks, New York Giants. Man,
yes,
from up north.
Yeah, there you go, P.
Orange Man is in the house. What's going on?
Hey, glad to be back. Glad to be back. I missed you guys last week. I could get in and see it, but I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
So
we glad to have you, man. Glad to have you.
Glad to be back.
And of course, the man that is keeping us together, making sure we on time, making sure all the buffer music runs and all the commercials and all that. We talking about none other than the biggest Eagles fan I know, or one of the biggest Eagles fans, because I know a lot of them.
Yeah.
Birdman is in the house. What's up, Bird?
One giant is enough on this show. Two giants I can't handle.
Hey,
well,
get used to it, brother.
I'm telling you.
At least our championship was more relevant than theirs.
Hey, everybody.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Together, we are the Tunnel Crew, watching everything that happens inside and outside the tunnel, leading to the lines of competition in the world of sports.
Wow.
And we're going to start off like we always do with our hot topics, hottest stories in sports. May not be what everybody else is talking about, but it's what we want to talk about.
Yes.
And tonight, we're going to lead off with, I just want to start off by saying it. Congratulations to the Grimsley High School varsity football team. Congratulations. All right. I just want to say that to Coach Darryl Brown, his staff, all the kids, everybody that was a part of this turbulent, pandemic season that was pushed from the fall to the spring.
Yeah.
But hey, these guys got it done. On Friday night, they went down to Chapel Hill and they won the first state championship since 1960. They were still Greensboro High School at that time. They didn't change to Grimsley until 1962, I believe.
Wow.
And hey, it was smothering defense, 4 interceptions, I think 3 sacks or something like that, a whole bunch of pressures. Hey, they held Cardinal Gibbs to 8 points. Cardinal Gibbs came into the game averaging 41 points a game.
Wow.
Average margin of victory was 33 points. Okay. Check this out. They scored 68 points during the season, 63 points during the season, 49 points during the season, 42 points during the season. They were just killing people. Okay.
Wow. Am I hearing shutdown?
Hey, until they played Grimsley and got held to 8 points.
Wow.
It was a decisive 28-8 win. And Jaleel Melton, running back, had 116 yards, a touchdown. He was named most outstanding offensive player. Alonzo Barnett, the quarterback, he was named MVP, and he had a total of 117 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 1 pass touchdown. But my man, defensive back, Caleb Curtin, 2 interceptions, 1 he took to the house to close the game out. Hey, I'm going to throw it out there to the crew. I know, Aggie P, you said you ready. Grimsley Whirlies. Let's talk about it.
Hey, man, great game. Big T, I tuned in. Hey, the defense was swarming, man. The offense looked good. The reason I'm so happy for them is because they have been robbed for the last couple of years by East Forsyth. They just couldn't get over the East Forsyth bug. They did it, Big T. They went on and got the ring. And the Burnett kid that was MVP, his father is an Aggie. Played football in North Carolina A&T State University. I just had to throw that in there, Big T. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right to make the connection.
I just had to put that in there, Big T.
It's all right to make the connection, bro.
That's right.
Yeah,
My
okay.
A&T sign. Saw my A&T sign.
Hey, and I want y'all to notice something. Look what I'm wearing tonight.
Okay.
State champ. So there you go.
All right. It's all right, bro.
And also, Big T, your daughter get to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, on top, man.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
special.
Hey, that
She's part of that class. That's special.
Yeah. Very special.
Frontline, that band, they had so much fun Friday night. They were so happy.
I know they did, man.
Like you
I ain't
said,
gonna lie, I was looking for you in the audience. Remember, he said he may be in the audience. I was looking when they were panning.
they didn't put it down there where the band was that much. You know, they were showing the student section because that's where most of the crowd was, right there at the 50-yard line, where all the students were and everything. So that's where a lot of the coverage focused their energy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We enjoyed the trip down. You know, went to timeout and got us a cheddar chicken biscuit, which they're known for, nationally known for.
Wow.
And, you know, ate there, tailgated with that, and then went on in, caught the game, and hey, came on back home.
Hey, came on back with the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, we also want to congratulate Mount Tabor. You know,
Yeah.
I
heard about it.
I know, Aggie.
I heard about it.
I know, but you know, representing Winston-Salem, you know, Mount Tabor got it done.
I mean, 2 in the triad.
There you go. And then Reedsville, you know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Them boys got 3 in a row as far as champions concerned. But check this out. Even more importantly, 22 state championships. That's a North Carolina state record. Most state championships of any high school. So congratulations to Reedsville. They got it done too. So hey, all the local fellas, you know, getting it done, you know.
Getting it done.
All right.
We can be proud. Y'all remember back in the day when they used to say, man, Charlotte and Raleigh, you know, that's where all the powerhouses was, and Triad, you know, didn't have anybody that could go up against those teams. You know, East Forsyth, 2 in a row up until this year. Grimsley, you know. So hey, we getting it done. Dudley, you know, Dudley's won several in the last 10 years. So
wow.
Hey, they can put all that to bed.
Great football in this area, Big
Well,
T.
what conference?
Oh, now talk to me.
What conference is Grimsley in? Are they in the same conference with Central, or no? They in a different conference?
Yes, they are. So I'm sorry, man.
Okay. We suck this year anyway.
I'm sorry, man.
We suck this year anyway. It's not our year.
Hey, that's all right. You think about it like this. Darryl Brown came to Grimsley 5 years ago, and they were terrible. I mean, when he got there, they were horrible. And in 5 years, he's turned that program around and taken them to a state championship. That's the 4th state championship in school history. So anything is possible, Bird. I mean, you get the right people in place, and anything can happen.
As I listened to the news and I thought about the length of time since they had a championship.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's well deserved.
It is well deserved. And you know, there were guys that, you know, guys from last year, we talked about them, Aggie P, Quan Norr, and the quarterback Christopher Zealous. I mean, those guys, they were part of that building block. You know, Chris Lyle on the offensive line. All those kids were part of the building blocks that, you know, if you talk to Darryl Brown, he's going to tell you, you know, this is just as much a win for them and other kids as well as it is for the current group. And hey, Travis Shaw and Alonzo Barnett and those guys, they'll be back. Now they lose to Christopher Tutu, but you know, hey, they'll be back. Look for them to do something, and they got a quick turnaround because the fall will be here before you know it. All right, hey, the first segment down. When we come back, we're gonna do more hot topics. You're listening to At Home with the Crossover.
Why so sad when the joy is here? What's the answer? Joy in the morning, the crossover. You can find them all right here on 100.7 WLJF. There's no need to be down when there's plenty of joy to go around. Get your daily dose and turn that frown upside down. Love and Faith Radio, 100.7 WLJF, The Joy.
My name is Priscilla Van. I'm with Hometown Insurance Service. I'm an independent insurance agent that specializes in Medicare, senior solutions, life, and health. I work with dozens of companies so that I can offer you the appropriate coverage as well as the affordable price for your insurance needs. If I can help you, please contact me at my website, hometowninsuranceservice.com, or email me at hometown.inservice, or you can find me on Facebook at Hometown Insurance Service. Thank you.
Times are changing. We all have questions about the future. Join us as we find the answers through the Word of God.
Love and Faith Christian Fellowship invites you to join our congregation. One church, 2 locations, Greensboro and Kernersville.
We're helping people on their path to find God as we provide spiritual leadership and growth through diverse ministry.
Celebrating over 25 years of ministry. Join our Love and Faith community where Jesus Christ is Lord and the people are loved.
All right, welcome back to At Home with the Crossover. Be sure to catch this live edition of the show each and every Tuesday night from at 7 p.m. And you can do that by logging on to YouTube and going to the Love and Faith Radio YouTube channel. Once you get there, be sure to like, share, subscribe to the show. Tell all your friends about it. Join the fun each and every week. And then on Thursday nights, catch us on our original day and time for the original audio version of the show. And that can be heard on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. on WLJFradio.com. You can also download the WLJF app, which is available both in Google Play and in the iTunes Store. And be sure to catch that edition on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. live on YouTube, Tuesday nights at 7, Love and Faith Radio YouTube channel, and live Thursday nights, not live, audio Thursday nights at 7 p.m. on WLJFradio.com. All right, let's get back into the hot topics. And we got a local story, and but it's a sad story. So Tariq Cohen, everybody knows how much we love Tariq. And, a couple of our members know Tariq and, have that personal, even more personal connection with him. Well, news came out over the weekend that his twin brother was found dead in Raleigh. And apparently he had been electrocuted while trying to climb a power equipment station at a Duke Energy facility. And the law enforcement officials said they had been looking for him, couldn't find him, and so called off the search. And his body was found on Sunday morning. This happened around 2 a.m. Saturday night, and his body was found on Sunday morning by a Duke Energy employee. So, just a tragic story. And Tariq Cohen, he posted a statement on Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and read that statement to you. He said, I lost my brother, my twin, myself. What a great man he was. I'm glad I got to express just how much I loved him while he was here. And then he went on to say, please respect our privacy during this time. Let us grieve. So first of all, I just want to say to our listening audience, to every member of the Tunnel Crew, please be in prayer with, Tariq Cohen, his family, all the friends, everyone that knew this young man, his brother. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned his name. Tariq Cohen was his name, 25 years old. Be in prayer for everyone connected to that family, because this has to be difficult. It has to be tough. And I'm gonna hand it off to, in particular, TP, because you definitely, like I said, have the personal connection with Tariq, and we'll just hand it off to you.
Well, like you said, first we want to definitely send our condolences to him.
Yes.
I know Tariq enough to know that when something like this is kind of tragic, he kind of just likes to be to himself first, but he also needs his boys with him. And I already pretty much know that they're probably with him 24/7. That's not trying to be cliche, but that is truly what Aggies do. We really gather together, and I'm sure Aggie P will tell you, we really gather together, especially in crisis. You know, he has, and we definitely want to respect their privacy, because first you're talking about, you know, him having to be with his mother. He has openly said what happened to his other brother, which is his youngest brother, that he was shot in 2019 in Raleigh and is paralyzed. So then for this to happen to Tariq's twin, who he's very, very close with, I don't think it's too many shots, especially if you go back and look at, I think the show was Undefeated, that you go back and look right when he made it. And his mother tell you, she called him night and day, because Tariq's brother, of course, was lighter than him. And, he's behind 2 children. Tyrell leaves behind 2 children. And, they'll be taken care of, because they had a really big family. Their family was always very supportive in coming to the football games. But with Tariq himself, I already know people that love him and know him will respect their privacy. And at the same time, try to send that love to him. So, yeah.
Just very, very tough. When you sent that text out Sunday, I was just like, what? And I didn't even know about, the other brother, so, hearing that, wow, that's a lot of tragedy to deal with right there.
And their mom is, she's the glue.
Yeah.
Keeps all of them in line.
So somebody correct me if I'm not in line with this. You mean to tell me both of his brothers lost their lives in Raleigh?
No.
Am I hearing that clear?
One.
Only one.
Yeah, the other brother was shot, and he became paralyzed from his wound, but he's still living. And then Tariq's twin brother is the one that died.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Tariq he sent out a message, which was kind of the same message that his mother had posted too, because on Facebook, I know her well. We've met several times before too. So she actually had it on her page, and then he kind of had it on his page too. They just kind of copied the same message. And then Tariq said, hey, he may be wounded, because if you look, he's holding fish. His brother's holding fish, because he's known to go in the woods, and do stuff. So that's why he said he thought his brother might have been wounded. I had told Tariq too, you kind of gotta, it's just a back thing. You gotta kind of watch what you post, because everybody's looking at you. So that's why I said I definitely understand about respecting his privacy. You can't do much without somebody saying it. You can't even breathe, And I'm sure his mom too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, TP. And we know what the law enforcement, official, what they've reported. And, in this climate, this environment of, we've seen how things have played out in traffic stops and stuff like that. We don't know why he was in the situation where he was fleeing or whatever, but you're like I said, you're in a time now where 2:00 in the morning, you get pulled by police. You're a Black man. You don't always know, how things are going to turn out. Especially, and I'm not trying to say the police were doing anything wrong. I'm just saying, before people start to read more into the situation, you just don't know all the facts and why he was in that situation to begin with. But I know it was based on what I read. It was a traffic stop, and which led to a foot chase. And
see, I read where it was a single car accident.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. This is exactly what you're saying. Where they got to investigate.
You know, as I listened to y'all talk about it, you know, I didn't know Tariq until I seen him run these touchdowns back for the Chicago Bears. And then as I, you know, go on to watch, you know, the talent or how talented he was, you know, and for the height he was on the field. I mean, you got some running backs and, you know, some wideouts that, you know, got all they need to, you know, to be a professional wideout. But he just stepped in there and say, look, okay, guys, I know you got that, but do you have this? Now, this is what I saw when I watched him play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until I heard that he was from the T.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, what? You mean tell me we had that right here?
Yep.
But I said all that to say this, man. As I listen to y'all talk, my gut is stirred. You know, I don't know about you, how you feel about it spiritually. And like you said, we don't want to throw nothing out there that ain't, you know, but I just feel stirred by that. A 25-year-old, you know, this was said and that was said, but the darkness what's hidden in the dark will come to the light.
Right. That's what I almost said too.
You can't hide it.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said, I don't want to, you know, dog the police or whatever. I don't. We don't know.
That's true.
I just know that the situation ended up tragically, and it is just unfortunate, you know.
Can't tell you they're investigating. The family's asked for an investigation.
Yeah. There needs to be, because I mean it's just strange that, like you said, if a car wreck, that it ends up in a foot chase, you know, because I mean a car wreck, you know, there should be basically trying to tend to the injured, trying to make sure everybody. How does it end up in a foot race? So hopefully more details and information will come out, and we'll find out more about it. But in the meantime, like we've said at the beginning, you know, just prayers for Tariq and his family, and then just hoping that the media and the general public will respect his wishes and respect their privacy. Like I said, you know,
I'm gonna be honest too. The public seems to respect it. It's more of the media.
The media, yeah.
That's what's really, I think, getting them the most right now. It's the media. Like I said, he can't post. He can't talk. He can't. You're asking someone. It's hard enough to have a relative, but you're asking someone who is a twin.
Yeah.
And what I do like, I mean, I hate to say like in this situation, but what I like is the fact that when he did post something, especially on Instagram, other people came forward and said, listen, I know exactly how you feel because I lost my twin. It's something that just stirred in me, like, they're not just saying a brother, but they're saying a twin. Nobody else can understand it until you lose a twin. So when Tariq had posted and said, you know, towards the end, people probably didn't understand it, but he was trying to say that you are me, you are a part of me. And you will always be a part of me. You know, and I understood that, knowing him, and I understood that. But at the same time, I don't have a twin to know to help him through that.
Yeah. Wow. I like the way he said it. I lost my brother, my twin, myself. You know, I mean, that's deep right there.
That's right.
So, well, like we said, everybody just continue to lift that family up in prayer. And, you know, I hate to, that's why we hate doing stuff like this sometimes, because you hate to move from a tragic situation like that to, all right, let's get on and, you know. But
no, we gotta do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And hopefully, you know, everybody that's listening, you know, feels like we handled it, you know, properly and didn't just, you know, tread on his brother's death lightly. So, all right. Well, let's move on to the NBA. And hey, Washington Wizards, Russell. Hey, man, we talked about him last week, Russell Westbrook. You know, he went out there, and remember last week we were talking about how amazing it was what he was doing with these triple doubles and everything, and he was like 4 behind Oscar Robertson. Well, in a week's time, he got 5. He got what he needed to pass Oscar Roberts. He's now number 1 all time in career triple doubles. And here's some amazing stats. First of all, what he did in the game: 28 points, 21 assists, 13 rebounds. That was his stat line for the triple double. There have only been 4 times in the history of the league where somebody's had 20 and 20. 20 points and 20 rebounds or 20 assists.
Wow.
Russ has done it 3 of those 4, and the other person that did it, Wilt the Stilt. He's the only other person to do it. So, I mean, think about how incredible that is. But listen to these numbers, y'all. It took him 100 games less than Oscar Robertson to put up those kind of numbers. And Russ has been in the league 13 years. Oscar Robertson's entire career was 14 years.
Wow.
So he's done it in 1 year less than him. And we know Russ, I mean, as much energy as he has, and if he stays healthy, we know he's going to do it for another, several years. So he's going to put this thing out of reach, basically. And when you look at Magic Johnson, like we said, has 138 assists. So I'm at triple doubles. He's 3rd all time behind Russ and now Oscar Robertson. The next active person on the list is LeBron James, 99. Okay, I mean, this dude is not going to be caught, y'all. It's amazing. I just want to throw that out there. One last thing. He was quoted. He said, "I'm the best playmaker in the league." That sounds like your kind of guy, Aggie P.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
that's the truth, really.
Mr. Coast to Coast.
I mean, what can we say about that? I mean, his numbers, numbers don't lie.
They don't lie.
He's putting it up, so hey, he has the right to say that, and I like that he said that.
Yeah.
Well, and I like he didn't say I'm the best player. He said I'm the best playmaker.
Right.
Which is hard to argue.
He identified his area, his column.
That's right. He identified the strength, right?
Yeah.
Hey, so congratulations to him. And the amazing thing is he had 8 triple doubles in his first 6 seasons. Only 8 in his first 6 seasons. So that means in the last 7, he's put up, because he's got 182. Now help me with the math, y'all. What is that? 174 triple doubles in the last 7 years? I mean, it's incredible. Hey, and then moving on, Zion Williamson. He's out for the rest of the regular season because he broke his left finger on his left ring finger on his shooting hand. And he was averaging 27 points and 7 rebounds before this happened. And the vice president of basketball operations got into trouble because he basically called the league out and said, y'all are the reason this happened, because you call fouls on him like Shaq. You let people beat him up and he gets beat up and everybody pounds on him. So I'm throwing that out there to the crew. Do y'all agree with that? Does he get, beat up, allowed to be beat up by other players?
Well, okay, go ahead.
No, you go, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, Big T, hey, let's look at it this way. When you're a big guy, that's the only way you're going to stop him. You have to body him, and you have to be physical and rough, because if you don't, he's going to go through you or over you or around you.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's just the nature of the game when you're a big guy in the low post, driving to the goal. That's just the way it's played if you're a big guy. Now, if he was a slim guy, okay, that's a different story. But that's the only way you're going to stop it.
Yeah.
So what the guy said, he need to get off of that.
Well, and one player did tell him during the timeout, hey, I'm going to keep beating your bleep bleep up because they let me do it. And until they call it, I'm going to just keep beating on you. So,
Yeah. And you have an advantage in the game of basketball, if you're a big guy with great feet, you can move like that, because you're taking up space.
Yeah.
So when you make a move, nobody's gonna try to front you.
Yeah.
And then you quick off your feet like Zion. I mean, you can score. So you have to body the guy up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
I agree with that, but you know what, bro? He's unstoppable to me. Unless you just got real. Now, if you got real good, clean defense, now there is probably a weakness for him. But I mean, why beat him?
Hey, Orangeman, hold that thought, because we're up against a hard break. Hey, everybody, catch this live at home edition of Crossover every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Make sure you go to our YouTube Love and Faith Radio YouTube page. And once you get there, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And then catch us on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. for the audio version of the show. You can catch that on WLJFradio.com and on our 100.7 WLJF app, which is available on Google Play and in the iTunes store. When we come back, Orangeman's going to finish that thought, and we'll have our question of the day.
Why so sad when the joy is here? What's the answer? Joy in the morning, the crossover. You can find them all right here on 100.7 WLJF. There's no need to be down when there's plenty of joy to go around. Get your daily dose and turn that frown upside down. Love and Faith Radio, 100.7 WLJF, the joy.
My name is Priscilla Van. I'm with Hometown Insurance Service. I'm an independent insurance agent that specializes in Medicare, senior solutions, life, and health. I work with dozens of companies so that I can offer you the appropriate coverage as well as the affordable price for your insurance needs. If I can help you, please contact me at my website, hometowninsuranceservice.com, or email me at hometown.inservice, or you can find me on Facebook at Hometown Insurance Service. Thank you.
Times are changing. We all have questions about the future. Join us as we find the answers through the Word of God.
Love and Faith Christian Fellowship invites you to join our congregation. One church, 2 locations, Greensboro and Kernersville.
We're helping people on their path to find God as we provide spiritual leadership and growth through diverse ministry.
Celebrating over 25 years of ministry. Join our Love and Faith community where Jesus Christ is Lord and the people are loved.
100.7 WLJF.
All right, welcome back to At Home with the Crossover, and you can catch this live edition of the show every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. on YouTube at the Love and Faith Radio YouTube channel. Once you get there, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about it. Catch us each and every week live on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Then on Thursday nights, catch the audio version of the show, the original Crossover Sports Show, and you can catch that at 7 p.m. on WLJFradio.com. You can also listen to it by downloading our app, the 100.7 WLJF app, which can be found both on Google Play and in the iTunes store. So be sure to catch both versions every week. All right, Orangeman, finish your thought. You were talking about Zion and him getting beat up, and you know.
Yeah, I was thinking it over through the commercial. I mean, look at the league.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the league and think about this. When Jordan came in,
yep,
how they let Detroit just beat them down. You know.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking about people of talent.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't stop him, let him play.
You got to do something, right?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you got to do anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, you hurting these guys' career.
Yeah.
You do that.
Yeah.
And especially if somebody tells you, I'm gonna keep doing it until they call them. Whoa. What's up with the refs? Who paying you?
Yeah.
Well, I come from a different, standpoint on this. Hey,
I did street ball that way.
It's 2 things you have to do to an athlete that's very dominant. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's just talk about the NBA. Somebody like Zion.
Right.
You have to play him physical and rough. Mm-hmm. Number 1, to try to wear him down. Mm-hmm. And number 2, he's young if you can get into his head mentally. Yeah. Okay? It's just like in football. if we go up against a defensive line that got real fat, big guys, we're gonna run a hurry up offense, and we're gonna go from sideline to sideline because they're going to fall out, and then we can do whatever we want to with it.
Yeah.
True.
So if they do not play Zion physical and be aggressive towards him, this cat, I mean, he's going to be up there with the guy scoring 30 points a game, 30 rebounds, and 30 assists. I mean, that's the only way you can stop that freight train. I mean, this kid is good. He has a down low game.
And he does. He is good. He
can shoot the ball. I mean, they was even talking about him bringing the ball up as a point guard.
Yeah.
Possible. You saw that in his career before he went to college.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think they are saying that they want to hurt him or put him out of the league.
Yeah.
But I think what they say, they want to meet a spirit with a spirit.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. And look, and I played enough street ball to know what you're saying is correct.
Yeah.
And you know, when you got people that talented, but whatever happened to the double team?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know you're gonna get some bumps, you're gonna get some brushes, you're gonna get some hacks here and there, you know. I'm not saying you can't touch him at all.
Yeah.
I mean, but watch the career as it goes on. Look at LeBron, how they was doing him after a while. Jordan after a while. You know, guys that came in the league that was good. And I understand you got to do something to stop them. Yeah. I mean, that's when you shoot two men at him.
Yeah.
Let one check him, but anytime you get ready to go to the hole, let that head fly off and go get him.
Yeah.
Let's shut him down. Let's stop him one way or another. You know.
Okay, now when you send two men after, when that second man go after, what is he gonna do?
Well, he should pass it. But is he gonna do it all the time?
Okay.
He should.
He should, but
he should, yeah.
I seen this cat play, man, and I mean, and I saw Shaq play.
Right.
I mean, guys be hanging off of him. I mean, he be going to the goal, and this guy has the same ability as Shaq. Yeah. So, you know, it's kind of like with Jordan, like you mentioned, Jordan when they used to get beat up by Detroit.
Yeah.
I saw the special. Them guys said Jordan said after this season, everybody to the weight room.
Yeah.
We got to get physical too.
And Zion's gonna have to do that.
I thought he could bring it with him. Because he is, bro. I mean,
yeah. Hey, let's move on real quick.
Okay.
Our favorite sport. I don't want to spend too much time on it because we got to get into our question of the day. But of course, you know, horse racing was in the news.
Oh.
And because our horse last week that won the Kentucky Derby, Medina Spirit, tested positive for a substance that wasn't supposed to be in the system. Now it's legal, they said, but it's got to be out of the horse's system on race day. The owner, of course, we know he's won 7 Kentucky Derbies. He's the Tom Brady of horse racing, not the owner, the trainer. And he was on he was doing the talk show circuit this week, and I just want to throw this out before we move on. He made some comments, and this is what he said: "I never thought I'd be fighting for my reputation and the reputation of this poor horse." He said, "This has been hard on the horse. He ran his heart out. I hate to see him go through this." Now,
sounds like a Lance Armstrong situation to me.
Right.
Now, it kills me how they talking about the horse like the horse cares, like the horse know what's going on. The horse is like in his stable, like, just feed me, you know.
Exactly.
Right. So I can run tomorrow.
All right. Yeah.
No, just give me some food.
But Big T, this guy has been known to do this before.
Yeah, wow. He's yeah. Well,
so that's why I think everybody's coming at him so hard. Yeah.
They said his horses have tested positive 30 times in his career. 5 in the last year. So, wow. And then he came out today with a reason for why it was in his system. He said his trainers, his people who work for him had been giving the horse a cream that was prescribed for something, and it contained this steroid in it, you know, as one of the ingredients. So he said that explains why, you know, and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they're going to let him run in the Preakness this weekend because different rules in Maryland than they have in Kentucky. So, you know, even if the stuff is in his system, he can run. But I just thought we bring that up, especially considering all the weird stuff that's happened in horse races since we've been covering it. I mean,
right.
The jockey getting thrown off and the horse running the race without him, and rooftops horse maximum security getting DQ'd for bumping horses around. So I mean, hey, it's horse racing is fun, y'all.
Right.
All right.
Right
hey,
when the dark-skinned horse win.
Look, I hadn't heard of horses until Secretariat back in the day. That's way back.
Way back.
Horse
This guy
lives
5
matter.
times? Somebody check his horse at the gate.
Wow.
All right. Hey, Kendrick Perkins stirred up controversy this week on ESPN when he said it's harder to win an NBA title than it is to win a Super Bowl. All right. So question of the day is this. Do you agree with him? Is it easier to win an NBA championship than it is the NFL championship?
I had a quick thought when you said that.
All right.
Have he ever played football?
No.
Okay.
Not professionally, anyway.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of hard for both sports because when you have basketball, it's 7.
Mm-hmm.
7 per tier. So it's 7. You're going back and forth. What I never understood is, why do I have to play here today and then go back over there tomorrow? You know, I just didn't never understand that. And it's the best. You know, at the media wasting gas and everything else. You know, I mean, I understand you want to get your crowd in, but I just never understood it. I know the other guys would differ because you know they're football. One thing that I look at from the administrative standpoint is it's insurance on everybody. But I do think that I know it's more running, in my opinion, in basketball if you are on the court constantly, like LeBron. If you are not constantly on the court, because remember I always told you, like after probably that 7th or 8th player, you can't name too many more on the team.
Yeah.
So for them, of course, it's going to be much easier. But for football, I mean, you're talking all men are on the field.
Yeah.
And you're talking about those hits.
Yeah.
So that's a lot, and I'll let the other guys chime in on that. So yeah, I think football's harder.
You think football's harder?
I do.
Who wants to take a shot at it next?
Football is harder. First off, I am thoroughly disappointed in how this comment is redundantly and repetitiously came out of this man's mouth. Second of all, has this man played professional? Like I'm about like Orange Man. Has this man played a day of football in his life?
Yeah.
Bird, I'm dressing the man.
Like it's making me mad.
You play football, right?
So
you know the wear and tear you have to go through in practices, and then you got to come back and perform a game after all these practices.
Aggie P could tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just waiting. I mean, because you guys already know my answer. Football is harder. I mean, I've played basketball too. I played basketball. I was a good basketball player.
Right.
It's a little rough. Swollen knees and the quick sprints. You got to get your basketball legs and all that type stuff. But don't compare it to football.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, you got on all that equipment.
Yeah.
And then, it depends on the position that you play. When you're talking about running.
Come on.
I mean, if you're a wide receiver or something like that, you constantly going down the field, coming back. I mean, I could go into so much. I mean, Big T, for that guy to make a statement like that, and I agree with Orange Man, I agree with Bird Man. Hey, have you played any football?
Yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't even. I don't care how many ibuprofen or whatever he might have taken or whatever, that would not come out of his mouth if he had played both sports.
Yeah.
But like I said though, hey, basketball, I mean, it does do some wear and tear, on your body also, but it doesn't compare to football.
Not like football. Like I said, I played sandlot, but sandlot didn't give you up but some grass stains on your knee, elbows skin up.
Yeah.
in there.
Right.
Don't compare to these guys when they leave the football field. They have to go get in that hot tub.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you something too with football. When it comes to football, pressure-wise, nothing compares because you don't have that many opportunities to score, catch that ball, or make that tackle. You only got those 4 downs, and you out.
Yep.
Or you're going to give them another 4 downs if you let them get that first down. But in basketball, you get countless opportunities to get, make the play, learn from the play, and recover from a play. But football, oh man, all bets are off. Yeah. And any game, any play can make or break you.
Well, you know what? Here's what I love about the Tunnel Crew. So y'all, because I went in a totally different direction as I was thinking about it after he said that, and you guys introduced the whole physical aspect, the injuries and all that stuff. When I thought about it, I thought completely 100% about the format. And so when you look at the NBA, you're doing, best of 7. Okay. How many times have we seen a team that won, 60 something games or 50 something games in the regular season? They're the number 1 seed, lose game 1 of the series, and then go on to sweep the team the rest of the way. Okay. They had one bad night, took the team for granted, lost that first game, but they were able to right the ship and get back on track. Now, in the NFL, if you have one bad game, that's it. You're done. You're out of there. There is no, well, we'll get them next game, No. It's like the NCAA tournament. One bad night. And I heard somebody say this, and I said, you know what? I didn't think about that. One bad quarter, okay? Because I want to take you back to the 1987 Super Bowl, Doug Williams, when he set the record. Denver was leading that Super Bowl 10-7 after the first quarter. Okay. Doug Williams hurts his knee, leaves, and you're thinking, oh, Washington's in trouble. Williams comes back out there and throws 4 touchdown passes in 1 quarter. And at halftime, it's 35-10. It went from a 10-7 Denver lead to a 35-10 Washington lead at halftime. And that was because of one bad quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in football, all you have to have is one bad night, one bad quarter, one bad play. You throw an interception when you're on the game-winning drive, and that's it. Yeah. And there is no game 2, game 3, like there is in the NBA. So I was thinking the format, and I'm like, yeah, see, it's harder because of the format,
And look at the length of the season too.
Yeah,
17 versus over 100 and something games. Come on, that closes your room for error greatly.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wanted to also say, when you look at it, when you look at football versus basketball. Basketball, they may practice 2 to 4 hours, but football, they already start in April as far as lifting weights. They've already weighed in, lifting weights and all of that. They have the big camp that they go to. What Carolina goes to Woodford. And then you have that, they got to spend the night. I don't hear any of the NBA players saying that. But overall, the biggest thing I look at is CTE. When you do look at the injuries, you're talking about brain injuries that people are now still having to pay for compared to basketball. It's going to be more leg injuries.
Yeah.
So, it's almost like you got to pick your injury to know which one is going to be hard.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so it sounds like we all kind of in agreement. Football by far is the toughest to win. All right, make sure you catch this live at home edition of the Crossover every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. on YouTube. Go to our Love and Faith Radio YouTube channel and be sure to like, share, and subscribe once you're there. And then on Thursday nights, catch the original Crossover audio version at 7 p.m. on WLJFradio.com. And you can also download the WLJF app, which is available both on Google Play and in the iTunes Store. When we come back, it's time for the wrap-up.
Why so sad when the joy is here? What's the answer? Joy in the morning, the crossover. You can find them all right here on 100.7 WLJF. There's no need to be down when there's plenty of joy to go around. Get your daily dose and turn that frown upside down. Love and Faith Radio, 100.7 WLJF, the joy.
My name is Priscilla Van. I'm with Hometown Insurance Service. I'm an independent insurance agent that specializes in Medicare, senior solutions, life, and health. I work with dozens of companies so that I can offer you the appropriate coverage as well as the affordable price for your insurance needs. If I can help you, please contact me at my website, hometowninsuranceservice.com, or email me at hometown.inservice, or you can find me on Facebook at Hometown Insurance Service. Thank you.
Times are changing. We all have questions about the future. Join us as we find the answers through the Word of God.
Love and Faith Christian Fellowship invites you to join our congregation. One church, 2 locations, Greensboro and Kernersville.
We're helping people on their path to find God as we provide spiritual leadership and growth through diverse ministry.
Celebrating over 25 years of ministry. Join our Love and Faith community where Jesus Christ is Lord and the people are loved.
It's time now for the crossover wrap-up report. Let's send it back to the Tunnel Crew.
All right, welcome back to At Home with the Crossover. And real quick, got a quick mention before we jump into the standings and all that stuff. Hey, Tim Tebow is expected to sign a 1-year deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars to play tight end. He has been out of the league since I believe it's 2000. Well, I think it's about 9 years, something like that, 9-10 years or whatever. He's been out of the league, and now he expects to come back and reunite with his old coach and win him a championship.
Go! We don't want you in the league.
Check this out, Ryan Clark. If y'all didn't see it, go on YouTube and pull up Ryan Clark today because he blasted Urban Meyer. He said he keeps bringing guys in because they're guys he knows, even though, you know, they're not the best people for the job. And he said, you're going to create problems in that locker room because guys want to know you're doing the best. You're doing everything to help them win. And if they feel like it's a good old boy network and you're just looking out for your friends, that's what's happening. And that's what it seems like. So go check Ryan Clark out because he was spitting some truth. All right, let's jump into the standings for the week. Last week, me and Bro Mel tied at 3-1. Birdman and TP went 2-2. And Aggie P, Radar, and Stats went 1-3. So that was the standings for last week. The overall standings look like this. I have 81 wins. Bird has 69 wins. Radar, 67 wins. Stats, 65 wins. Aggie P, 64 wins. TP, 59 wins. Bromel, 50 wins. All right, let us get the games for this week. We have 3 NBA games, 76ers at Heat, Celtics at Knicks, Denver Nuggets at the Portland Trail Blazers, and then we have a baseball series. You had to pick the winner of the series, A's at Red Sox. Now, we gave the option. If you wanted to substitute out one of those NBA games and take the FCS championship game, which is Sunday between South Dakota State and Sam Houston, then you could do that. So that's the games, and now it's time for everybody's picks, and we'll go ahead and start with Birdman.
76ers, Celtics, A's, and Sam Houston.
All right. Radar.
Yes, I'm going with the Knicks, the Blazers, the A's, and South Dakota.
All right. TP.
Go ahead, Big T.
All right. TP has the 76ers, the Knicks, the Nuggets, and the Red Sox. Bromel sent his picks in. He's got the 76ers, the Knicks, the Red Sox, and Sam Houston State. And Stats has the 76ers, the Knicks, the Red Sox, and South Dakota State. Orangeman, give us your pick, sir.
Heat, Celtics, Blazers, Red Sox.
All right. Aggie P.
Sixers, Knicks, Blazers, and the Red Sox.
Well, everybody is hot on the Red Sox, man. The Red Sox gonna mess everybody up.
Okay, Big T. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. You just put it out there. You know.
He put the kibosh on you guys.
I know. Thank you, Big T.
I got the 76ers, the Knicks, the Red Sox, and South Dakota State winning the FCS championship.
Joel Embiid playing?
That's the key.
Playing. Joel Embiid playing.
They said he has some kind of symptoms like a virus or something.
Oh, Lord.
I know, man. If he don't play, I might do a radar audible.
He gonna mess everybody up. All right, let's give your shout out, your shut up and play candidate, or your shout out for the week, and we'll start with the Queen.
My shout out is to Tariq's family.
Yes, beautiful shout out, love it. All right, Orangeman.
Yeah, that you're right, sis. I'm with you on that. To the Cohen family, you know. Great, may the grace of God, be there.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, there's nothing hidden in the darkness. It won't come to the light.
Won't come to the light.
I mean, when God spoke it, it works. That's
right.
just it. Sometimes we just can't wait till it happens, but it will.
Preach, preacher.
It will.
All right, Aggie P.
Hey, let's stand together on this one, man.
Yeah.
To the Cohen family.
Yeah.
You know, my prayer is for peace.
Yes.
For the Cohen family, because I know it's rough.
Absolutely.
So my prayer and the shout out is I'm just praying for peace for the Cohen family.
Yes. Birdman.
To the unrealistic Lakers fans, shut up. Just watch the game and Lakers players play.
Right. Radar.
To the Cohen family and the Aggies.
Yes.
One love. One love.
Yeah.
God bless.
Hey, I'm gonna agree with that as well. This Tariq Cohen, his family, prayers up. God bless you.
Yeah.
We just pray and ask that that God will give you the peace that passes all understanding.
That's right there.
Sometimes it's hard to understand tragedies like this.
Yeah.
We just pray and ask that God will give him and his family the peace that passes all understanding. And then I just want to mention Coach Brown and the Grimsley Whirlies and my daughter, the Blue Steel Drumline, the Grimsley Band. Hey, congratulations to all of you guys. Shout out. All right, hey, for the Queen.
Blessings.
For Orangeman.
Hey, be blessed, bro.
For Aggie Peak.
No weapon.
For Birdman. For Radar.
Narrow is the way, Big T, when it's time to go away.
I'm your man, Big T, signing off and saying, no matter where you are, look up and know that your creator is there. Until next time, see ya, and we might want to be you.
Amen.
So be sure to join us next week for the crossover. And remember, the Tunnel Crew don't play unless we have something to say.